Hello everyone, today we are going to solve the problem alternates in an array. So we are given an array ARR. So our task is to return a list of elements from the given array only, but in an alternate order. So starting from the first index, which is the 0th index in the arrays. So we need to return the numbers, list of numbers from the given array only, but alternatively. So if you see in the first example, the given array is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what did they say? Start from index 0. So 0th index is this one 1. So we add the 1 to the list, the output list. So what's next? We not to return the list as sequential but alternative. So skip 2, come to 3, then add 3 to the list. Next, skip 4, then come here, but the array length is exceeded. So we simply return only this 1 and 3 value as the output. So we can see here. So in this example, same but extra 5 is given. So what did we see? 1, 2 skip, 3, 4 skip, 5 out of bounds. So end. So 135 is the output. So simple. They said the time should be big of n. So we can use a simple for loop. So now what is the approach? So we use a loop, we use a list to store output, and that's it. Actually we use a loop and a list to store the output. So how? So using the loop, we iterate the numbers of the array given alternatively directly. So what do we use in a normal loop? We start I is equals to 0, and we can write it easily like loop begin. Loop properties we use in normal condition. What? Begin with I equals to 0, and when the loop goes until I is less than size of array, and each time what is the amount of I to be increased? It is always I will be increased by 1 every time after the iteration. So this is what the simple normal loop we use every time. These are the three properties. But in this program, we specially adjust these properties such that, what did you say? If you observe in this example, there is a pattern. So in the example, let us take this one. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For what will be the first I value? It is 0, and 1 is skipped, and I equals to 2, and 3 is skipped, and I equals to 4. So if you can see in this loop, that is the values of I are only even numbers. So what does it mean? The I starts from 0, and I was increased by 2. So 0 plus 2 is equals to 2. Next, I was again increased by 2. So 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. Here it is 100. So let's suppose we have another I value, it is 6. So how can we get this one? So simply add again 2 to the current I value. So this is the same logic we are going to do. So normally we increment I with plus 1. But in this question, due to the alternative nature, what did we see? We are incrementing by 2. So same. In this incrementing property of the loop, we will do I increased by not 1 but simply with 2. That's it. This is a small change we need to do, and just go on adding the values at I into output list. That's it. This is a small simple approach, and this is one small technical what we should think and how to solve it. This is a key component. I increased by 2 simply. So how to? So we discussed one thing. First to check the return type of the given method. So it is array list. So simply copy the return type and paste and give a name res as it is result. So how to initialize any space to any collection or any space, we use new operator or new keyword to initialize a new space in the memory. So new, what is the type? Array list, and simply keep them empty. So that's it. An empty res array list is created. So what did we say? We use a loop and a list. So we already declared the list to store the output. So what's remaining, it is a simple loop. So we already initialize the properties here. So what did it begins at I is equals to 0. So same as it is, use this approach here. So I end or I continues till size of array. So I less than, what is the size of array? The array name is arr dot. How can we get the length of array dynamically? It is length. Note that length is a variable, not a method. In string, length is a method. That's it. That's the difference. And normally we write I plus plus. But in this special program, what are we writing? I will be increased by 2. So I is not I plus plus, but I is equals to I plus 2. So this is a small change we need to write in our loop to make the program specialized for alternates rather than sequential. So simply what should we do? We should add them into the output list and give the output to the main method. So what is the list name? Res. Add them. So how can we get the current element at the ith index? It is array name square brackets current index I. So that's it. And return the, what is the result? It is res. So simple. So we can say sample test case passed. So hidden test cases are also passed. So expected time, it is big of n. So as we can see, we used a single loop with no internal loops or nested loops, and I depends on the length of array dynamically. So big of n, a single loop. So time complexity is matched. So if we are using any space for the output itself, as we can see array list, they already gave that array list, and our output was created the dynamic big of n space specifically for that output. So excluding the output related space, extra space, if any new space is created or not. So we didn't use any extra space. So the time is constant. The time is big of n and the space is big of 1. So that's it. So simply we use a space of big of 1. So our expected and actual are matching. So this small solution is acceptable to the given question. So this is how we solve the program in an effective way. So practice the program. Thank you for watching.